to another edition of Sunday School with your boy Buck Bandit P, man, here on the Financial Corner, man, where we break down investing for average everyday people so we can go out here and get this money. But you already know the drill, man. No excuses, no shortcuts, just progress. So if you want to make some progress, all you got to do is first open up your brokerage account. And if you didn't open up your brokerage account, I got you. Click the link down below. You get a free stock, your first stock when you open it up. So if you know what I mean, trying to get off the sidelines, print some money with us, make sure you do that. And also, if you don't got your high yield savings account, make sure you tap in with Allah, get your high yield savings account, get $100 just for opening up your high yield savings account. How about that? So let's get right into the episode of why you're here today. I ain't gonna hold you here too much longer, but let's get into it, man. Why income isn't enough? Why just an income isn't enough, man? So around here we talk about building wealth, man. And building wealth is more than just having money. I mean, it requires cash flow, it requires assets, and it requires protection. All right, say it with me. Cash flow, assets, and protection. Put it in the chat. Cash flow, assets, and protection. That's what we on, all right? So that's all it requires to build wealth. There's no magic pill. There's no, oh, my parents had to do it. No, you just need some cash flow just so you can buy some assets, and then you just protect all that. And then you just repeat 1, 2, and 3. Like, that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. That's my new saying. I'm about to have a t-shirt that say bada bing, bada boom, because that's really how easy it is. So why income isn't enough? Because you know why income isn't enough? Because you need cash flow. And people think that the money that they have coming in is cash flow. I mean, it kind of makes sense. My cash is flowing towards my bank account, and I got cash flow. What you talking about? I got $5,000 coming in this joint every month. My cash is flowing. Pump your brakes, family. You might not necessarily got cash flow, so let's break it down. Income is a part of cash flow. Cash flow is the full picture. So, example, $4,000 a month from your job, and you got $1,000 a month coming from your side business, because that's what we on over here, right? We got our job and our side business. We ain't just doing one. We gotta do a couple, you know what I mean? We trying to build some wealth. So, you got a full stacks coming from the JOB, and you got a stack coming from the side joint. That's 5 bands. Like I said, you got 5 bands coming in, you balling, you got it. You did it. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, let's check something right quick. So if you got $5,000 coming in, and your rent, your food, your gas, and all of that, let's say $3,500, your cash flow about $1,500. So all you is cash flowing. But if you make $5,000 a month and you spend $4,999, you don't have any cash flow, my man. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You got $1 after you pay everything off. You ain't got nothing. Like you got the same amount of wealth as a newborn baby. Like, and that's cool. We gonna work with that. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of. We all was there at one point. You know what I mean? So if you making 5 stacks, but you spending $4,900, you don't really have cash flow. But if somebody only making, let's say, $4,000 a month, they making less than the person that's making $5,000, but they, after all their expenses paid, they have $1,000 left over, they actually are in a stronger position than the person who's making more money. That's why I tell y'all all the time, income does not equal wealth. I will say it again. Income does not equal wealth, because somebody could be making 6 figures and be in the hole, and somebody who making $50,000 who've been doing the right thing for the past 5-10 years actually will be in a stronger position than the person who is technically, quote unquote, making more money. You understand what I'm saying? So income does not equal wealth. All right. So why this matters? Because income is just potential. All right. Cash flow is the reality. Let's say it with me. Income is potential. Cash flow is the reality. All right. Banks, investors, and grown adults care about cash flow. All right. Working a job is like your investor for your future. Remember I said like your job is your first investor? Like that's what it is. Like your job is actually investing for your future. It depends what you do with that money, how your future is going to turn out. You understand what I'm saying? So your job is really your first investor for your future. So income is potential, cash flow is reality. Job income equals active cash flow source. Your side hustle equals a passive income source, okay? So job is an active income source. Side hustle, a passive income source, all right? So, and your investments are your future cash flow, your dividends, your appreciation, and all that good stuff, right? The goal isn't just more income. Like, it's more positive cash flow with less effort. Like, I just dropped a video on me being an all-star host on Toro. Like, go check that out, because I break down how you get to set your own hours. Like, you're an owner. You get to charge what you want for your cars. Like, that's the goal. The goal isn't just, oh, I need to make some money. No, the goal should be, I need to have some positive cash flow without working for it. Because the whole name of the game is you earn a living during the day, but wealth is built while you sleep. All right? So now that we got that out the way, we understand that income feeds your cash flow. So you need that income. A lot of people I want to be an entrepreneur and just jump off the porch and don't realize you can do both. Like, why you don't realize you can do both? You can take the income from your job, make that feed your cash flow to your side business, and now you got cash flow coming from your side business, you got cash flow coming from your active income, and now you can actually build something way more substantial than just quitting your job because now you feel like you're an entrepreneur and you your own boss. That shit overrated. Don't worry about all that. So cash flow is what actually builds your wealth. Now let's get into it. Why you need assets. Assets hold value and they put money in your pocket, okay? And that do two things. It increase your net worth and it give you cash flow, which is a double bubble because both things are required for wealth. So the rule of thumb is if it doesn't generate income or grow in value, it's not helping you build wealth, all right? So if all you have is a job, you trade time for money, you pay your bills, and then you repeat that until you physically can't no more. That's not wealth, that's survival, all right? Assets break that loop. Like, if they let you earn without consistently showing up. Like, I can leave my car there and somebody come pick it up and then they on their way and I'm still getting paid while I'm somewhere else at another job making some more income. You see what I'm saying? So examples, like I said, rental cars, you make money while you sleep. Stocks, dividends, growth, you know what I mean? Because you're going to get that appreciation. That's just stock. You bought it at $100 and a couple years later it's worth $150. Like, and you still got the stock and it been paying you dividends. So you got the cash flow and the assets. You're building wealth. Don't worry about how much it is. Just worry about doing the actual actions because it's going to compound once you do it over time. Businesses and systems making money beyond your direct effort. You know what I mean? Because you can have a business and your business could be making money for you while you're not even there. And assets create cash flow that compounds. Like, one assets give you income, multiple assets give you options. Example, you got one car, you can make $800 a month. You got 3 cars, you can make $2,400 a month. And that money could buy you stock or another car, and now that money start actually working for you like it got a job. All right. And assets protect you. You lose your job, your hours cut, the economy acting crazy, Trump want to bomb Iran. You only got your job, that's going to hit you immediately. You're going to be mad when them gas prices go up. You'll be cursing Trump out, ready to beat him up. And I get it, real rap. I want to run with you too. You got to hand me a one when I see it. Yeah? But the assets give you backup income. It give you breathing room. It give you time to think instead of just panic. You know what I mean? Wealth isn't just about getting rich. It's about options and protection. Say it with me, options and protection. Put options and protection in the chat because that is what building wealth is about, all right? And assets increase your control over your life. Like I said, you get to make your own schedule. You have more assets, you have more leverage. You can walk away from any job. You can take smarter risks, you know what I mean? You don't have to tolerate nonsense just to survive and take on these jobs that you don't really want to take on. Like, money itself isn't freedom, cash flowing assets are, all right? Money itself is not freedom, cash flowing assets are, all right? So assets scale, jobs don't. Your job, 24 hours a day, you got one body, you're gonna get one paycheck. Assets can They can multiply. You can have multiple assets. You can run them simultaneously at the same time. You can grow them without actually working harder. You know what I mean? So you can own multiple cars, you can have multiple investments, and you can have multiple streams of income. You can't really do that with a job. Like, you might have 2 jobs, but try to have 5 jobs and see how that work out for you. You know what I mean? Wealth comes from turning income into assets that produce more income that buy more assets. Say that one more time. Wealth comes from turning income into assets that produces more income that buys more assets. So you get the income from your job, you buy some assets, those assets make money, and with the money from those assets, you buy more assets. And that's how you build wealth. Bada bing, bada boom. All right? Listen, this is my wealth plan. I'm gonna give y'all a little insight to what my goals is and what my plans is. Cause mine's, like I told y'all, it's passive income. I want to make a lot of money without working harder for it. That's my goal. So my wealth plan, my job is my income. That's my main household expenses. Everything gotta come out of that. Then once all that's done, then that's when I use that money to dump into the business or dump into the stocks. The side hustle, as y'all see, if y'all go watch the video, is the rental cars. You know what I mean? I took them off right now because we about to relocate. But after I relocate, get like 4 or 5 more of them joints, and that's gonna be the side hustle. Once I got the passive income coming from that joint, then I'm gonna buy me some more stocks. Most likely get into some real estate or something. Have them cash flowing assets, and then still have the assets. So now I'm just building up a portfolio of my fleet, a portfolio of houses, and I'm gonna have my stock portfolio also. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna have cash flow and assets all around, so that way I can eventually not have to work, and these assets will make money for me and also grow in value, which will grow my wealth, and I could just use the cash flow to fund my lifestyle. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so and also, this is the #1 cheat code to wealth. Get some damn life insurance. I'm gonna find an affiliate link so I can put it in the description for y'all, because you need life insurance. That is the cheat code to wealth. A $500,000 policy for $50 a month, bro. You can't beat that. When you die, you folks can get that, take care of all your expenses and all that, pay some stuff off, and they still have a nice chunk of bread to actually live off of. And we gonna leave them stocks and real estate too. But that's just another layer on top of the cake. But life insurance is the cheat code to wealth. All wealthy people have life insurance. They have life insurance on their kids. As soon as they kid born, life insurance policy. Like, that is the cheat code to wealth. So your job, my main house income, I use that for the side hustles and use that for the future assets. And the assets, they keep you alive, but they also build your future. And cash flow from your assets buy your freedom. That's where the freedom comes from. It's not from money necessarily. It's from cash flow and assets. All right. So if you ignore assets, you're going to be stuck trading time for money until you die. You build assets, eventually you'll have enough money to start buying your time back. All right. So it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Income is not security. You can't make a lot of money, and you can make a lot of money and still be exposed. You see what I'm saying? So protection starts when you realize high income does not equal stability. Assets plus systems do. All right. If your money only comes from one place, you're one problem away from all of it coming down. When it all falls down, you one emergency from it all falling down. All right. So you gotta diversify. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket, because if you drop the basket, you're shit out of luck. All right. You gotta spread it across. You gotta spread it across different avenues: side hustles, stocks, ETFs, cash revenues, and real estate, which is a must. And also, cash is a position. People like to say, cash is trash, or like during certain market cycles, cash is trash, cash is king. No, cash is a position. Always, the rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. Like, that's always, you should always have that amount of money just readily available, just in case, because cash is definitely a position. But real estate, man, that's one of the easiest ways to build wealth, because you can actually utilize it and actually build equity while you're there. You know what I mean? And the tax benefits. So if one thing stops, your life doesn't. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, because if one thing stops, your life doesn't. And like I said, life insurance is the cheat code to wealth. Keep liquidity because cash is always king. I'm not trying to hear that cash is trash because soon as opportunity come up, soon as something break, soon as the market crash, then cash is king again. So have your emergency fund stacked up, have your cash, have your liquid, have your flexibility. And you want to have your legal structure. We got to talk about this. Your LLCs, you want to have separate accounts. You want to have your business account, your checking account, your savings account. Like you supposed to have like 10 accounts. I got like 10 accounts. You supposed to because that limits your liability. You understand? And it keeps you organized when the IRS come around. I gotta do a live about the IRS coming after all these rappers and entertainers and boxers. Like they owe the IRS money because the IRS don't play, and it helps because a lot of people have their business money going right into their personal account. You can't do that. You're going to be mixing stuff up and you're going to be behind the eight ball. You're going to owe the IRS money. You're going to be mad. You're going to be out of business. You're going to have to liquidate. They're going to put a lien on your property, all this other stuff. Nobody want to be like that. But I'm going to do a live on that after I get off this. I'm going to do a live on that on why these rich people going to go keep going broke with these taxes. So the taxes, nobody go broke with taxes overnight. We see this right now. They keep tabs. They be like, oh yeah, yep, you also $500,000 this year. Oh, next year? No, go down. 700 this year, dang. If we had 1.2, like they'll let you run the tab up, bro, and then hit you with, bam, tax lien. We freezing all your assets. You can't move no money. If you sell a house, we gonna take, when I do this video on, and I hate to see us doing it because it happened time and time again, and I hope these people not, bro. I hope they figure it out and all that, but it's how many examples do we gotta have till we figure out, like, hold up, something ain't right. This is what's not right. Not filing your taxes is a federal crime, yo. So we have to understand you don't go broke from taxes overnight. It's a slow bleed, and they gonna let you slow bleed it out until they can take it all at one time, all right? So you gotta start learning about write-offs. You gotta start learning about depreciation. You gotta start learning about tax-efficient strategies, all right? And tax-efficient investing as you scale. Or just get a CPA, which I would suggest as you start making some money. You don't need no CPA until you start making probably about like 6 figures. And you start making like that kind of money from a business, then you probably, honestly, like 50,000 from your business, then you probably gonna need a CPA. Cause especially if you got a income, cause now your income most likely gonna be median range, 40 from your income, 40, 50 from your job, 40, 50 from your business. Now you need a CPA cause you don't wanna mix that up and be behind the eight ball and owe thousands of dollars come taxes. You be like, dang, I thought I was supposed to be getting bread. No, then you owe us $1,200. You be like, yo, this, man, I ain't going into business no more. Like, it'll have you like that. So, and you gotta be aware of lifestyle creep. This is another thing that get entertainers and all that. I mean, most people spend more when they make more. That's called lifestyle creep. I already went over that in the inflation episode. So you protect your wealth by keeping expenses controlled. You always wanna have a budget, and you always wanna increase assets faster than your lifestyle. Also, keep learning because markets shift, regulations change, opportunities and industries evolve. You don't want to be the guy that was saying, oh, AI ain't never going to come. Now you're looking crazy because AI is everything. So you always want to be evolved and getting with the times and staying on your toes and keep learning because that's what good investors do. And the moment you think you figured it out is definitely when it's all going to come crashing down. I already told y'all my story about that. So most people think building wealth is about making major moves, but honestly, building wealth is about avoiding mistakes. Honestly, it's about staying away from the stuff that's not going to help you build wealth, honestly. So one bad decision can undo years of work. Lawsuit, bad investment, no insurance, too much debt. We already went over that. So, man, you can't think that, oh yeah, because I'm making so much money, oh yeah, it ain't never going to happen to me, man. I got enough money. I'll just pay somebody for this and pay somebody for that. Yo, you cannot think like that because you will be shit out of luck. And that's the last thing you want to do. So that's the episode of Sunday School, man. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. You already know, man. If you want your free stock, make sure you click the link down below. Get your free share of Robinhood, man. Appreciate y'all. But you always want to have more than one income because having one is too close to having none. And with that, you already know what time it is, man. Let's go out here and get this money.